What's up, YouTube? This is the second part of Queendom on Earth, and I'll just briefly go back over a little bit. I just want to give a shout out to my dad, who was a great man. The word dad is D-A-D, which is A-D-D, which means add on. As we continue to add on and build, as we build, we destroy all lies about who's who on the planet Earth. And what we was talking about the last episode, the word husband is actually two words. The first word is huz, and it has the same H and S, which both of them is consonants, and the U, which is a vowel. It is the I that changes this U's to his, giving him the thought of his band of you, him banding you as who you are. See, they play games because they thought they was trying to protect you, and in fact they was protecting you, but the protect was a product of their what they call ECT, and pre-OT was the product, and ECT was, they think, was like forever, but actually it was for the excitement, making you something that you were not. See, they try to make you what they call a level of desire for them. They try to make you baby makers. They try to take the world and spin it wrong. But the world was given to you, and we're going to give it back. See, as those who write the scriptures has placed verses that states that you are to give up your natural powers of rulership over him. The word husband is a calculated word that has many symbolic meanings. Another meaning for this word hub is like hubby or beloved. Hub is like access in a real relationship. Hugs is another word that the husband is made to be like. Hug is the natural affection that a child has to his or her mother. It's a way of bonding, and it shows appreciation and security. So, as the woman calls herself husband, she feels a security in him. She is by nature supposed to protect, he by nature is supposed to protect the woman that birthed him. Today it is changed to the person who raised the children. It's what we'll call a system of adoption. And the word adoption is only add option. ADOPTION is add option. And it was placed in the system to secure those who could not have a children. You see? And the child, they will be able to adopt, right, to have one. This is what it said. But what they did, they took away your labor of love. Anytime that a woman cannot raise their child, that means that their whole queendom is taken away. You see, so this was the takeaway, like pickup sticks. You know, you throw the sticks down, you pick up sticks, you pick it up real quick. And that's what was going on all this time. People didn't understand, you know. And it was like, well, where's the God? You know, you were the God. You are the God. And then they say God is. You is God. God is God. God is God. And the God was the good that was guarding you, which was you again that you created. You created a force field called man. The word man is the word men. Men means from. Ask anybody that knows Hebrew or Arabic. The word men means from. So when he said I'm a man, that means he's from. But okay, but who you from? You see, that's why names was given. The word name, N-A-M-E, is iman, which is faith, and the faith is Pat. Pat is a deity. Everything is always going to go back to Mizraim. You see, with the pyramids and the mystery schools, it has to, because these were the ones that helped in the creation of man. And as those people got out the caves and started their renaissance and started their many different things, the dark ages, when they was in the dark ice ages and all this old foolishness. They didn't understand that we was already been over the seven seas and already calculated the earth and gave earth substance and gave geometry and calculus and everything else. And they didn't really know that until the Greece. Now the word Greece, in the Greeks, the word Greece is only the word grace. We was giving them grace, and all the philosophers, you know, that they have today, basically they lied. They took it, and what they did, they changed the stories to what they say my stories, which was myths. You see, and these philosophers, they didn't understand that if they was not talking in truth, that they wouldn't survive. Now, when we talk about Greece, we talking about Thales, Anaximander, Pythagoras, Hercules, was Heraclitus, Empedocles, the Adamus. You're talking about Sophius, Socrates, Plato, Alexandrian. And this basically was Rome. Now, the word Rome is actually the word leproma, lepromi, which is leprosy. The word Germany means many germs. You see, but what you say, early Christianity, picked up what they call before that, what they call philosophers, poets, artists, sculptures. These are the ones that basically put images in people's mind so they could perceive an illusion of life. Life was supposed to be simple and natural. Life was supposed to be rewarding and kind. And those who had a higher level, who were the civilizers, was to bring about peace, for war no more. And the only way that this was to be done is through the womb of the mothers. Now, if the mother it was not rooted right, it would not be able to be done. But we're going to talk more about philosophers, philosophy, and different types of systems of governing. Yeah, But in the meantime, right, a system of adoption was placed in the system to assure those who could not have a child an option to have one. Those who made up the laws thought that they would fool the original wombman. It took some time for you to see, but your soon has come. Soon is the sun, S-U-N, or the sun, S-O-N, that has came through to you to testify about your powers. The faith, or the pact, which is the deity that you were looking for to prove your existence. Greatness comes from greatness, and as I am, what you hear is from you, the womb man. You see? So, I'm here to protect you from the harm of man and to prevent or to provide you with the technology to continue with your renewed strength. Now, husk is another word of incorporating to husband. It means to have a shield or a protective covering. This husband provides a protective covering for those who have taken your authority. This is a breastplate that your children is. The plate marked the 12 tribes. These tribes also was ruled by the woman who sat on top of the temple. Those who claimed to have connection with the Most High was called high priest. Now, the reason they were called high priest was because they pre-existed before those who were born. The spirit pre-existed before they was born.